Welcome to Healthy You. I'm Carol Alt. Hot flashes, mood swings, bloating, basically hormone hell. Is there a natural way to tackle all of these symptoms? At least one expert seems to think so. Welcome back. If you're going through menopause or perimenopause, you know that you get hot flashes and you get weight gain and all that moodiness and all that stuff that comes along with it. But what if I told you that maybe your body no longer has to feel like a furnace, that you could lose that weight and be happy once again, all without taking hormone replacements? Sound impossible? Maybe, maybe not. My next guest might be able to help. She's a natural hormone expert and the author of The Hormone Shift, Dawn Cutillo. Dawn, I loved your book. Do you know why I loved your book?
Why?
Because you laid it out flat and you didn't sugarcoat it. And I think it's very important for women to understand what menopause is. What is it?
Basically what happens is there's a shift that happens in hormones. It can happen as early as puberty, and it gets worse around perimenopause or menopause, okay? So I like to lay that out, explain that. Basically, it's one thing that happens. Basically, we know we're all under stress, right? We got the kids, we got the job, there's things going on in our country that we're just so busy compared to other women in other countries. That causes an increase in cortisol. Most women have heard of cortisol. It's a stress hormone. Well, as that goes up, it drains this other hormone that's really important that no one talks about, called progesterone. You know that, and it's like the key hormone. Everybody's talking about estrogen. So when you're under high stress, the progesterone drains away and goes to cortisol.
All right, well, what does estrogen do?
Okay.
Let's start with the basics.
Let's start with the basics. Estrogen, progesterone. Estrogen, I kind of make a joke. It's kind of like the bad guy hormone. I call it like the out-of-control teenage hormone. When estrogen's out of balance, it causes you to gain weight in the midsection, makes you go a little crazy, or irritable, moody, anxiety, and you don't sleep as well.
Right, it's the fight or flight hormone.
Yeah, fight or flight causes you to have cravings and actually is connected to certain female-related cancers.
Yes. And progesterone.
Progesterone I kind of dub as the good guy hormone that no one's talking about. Progesterone is a fat burner, it's a diuretic, it soothes the mood, it helps you sleep.
Relaxes you, it gives you great sex, it does all kinds of fabulous stuff.
Yeah, and it's the parent. It's the parent.
So when the parent goes away, the kids, which are estrogen, play.
Right. So I don't want to say estrogen's bad. I'm saying when you leave a teenager alone.
I think what you're saying in your book is you need a balance. And what I don't understand is why everybody went to estrogen replacement therapy, when in actuality it's not about estrogen usually. It's about the draining away of the progesterone. Because progesterone can actually, correct me if I'm saying this wrong, but the idea is that the progesterone actually starts to become your fight or flight hormone if there's not enough fight or flight hormone.
Correct. And we're all under stress. So what happens, there's a little truth to that, because once progesterone gets so low, now you're around menopause, right? Estrogen then starts to go down. So yes, your estrogen is going down. Then you have fun new symptoms. Low libido, vaginal dryness, thinning bones. So that's where they jump in and give you estrogen, but they skip 2 steps. We got to fix the cortisol first. We got to fix the progesterone, because if you fix those, the body will make its own estrogen, and it's safer that way.
Okay, so now you have this issue. The estrogen's going down, the progesterone's going down even more. Correct. You're out of balance. A lot of women ask me what I think of bioidentical hormones. Yes, no, maybe. I mean, it certainly sounds better than anything synthetic.
Sure, sure. And here's the thing. I think it's a great thing. It's the model that's a little bit flawed. They'll test you and they'll say, well, you're low in estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone, and they'll give you all those 3. And you say, that sounds good. I need them. I'm low in them. But they never do anything for your cortisol. So the progesterone that you need gets drained away right away to the cortisol, and then it pushes up your estrogen and testosterone even more. So women say, okay, my hot flashes stopped, my libido came back, but now I've gained